So who do we got today? Hangnail Truth? Well, that seems rather antagonistic. So what's the deal with this one? Oh, he's a myth we normal people call flurf-outs for believing their cult's rhetoric instead of,
I just want to say this real quick. I stumbled across this bullshit that's been going on with,
Oi! You didn't even let me finish my intro! Rude!
I don't know.
Clearly you don't know etiquette. And I do believe the official term is horseshit. So what seems to be the problem, Mr. Interrupting Man?
Some channels, some flat earth channels meeting up with the media. Not gonna drop any names, I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself.
Documentary is not the term you're looking for. That was clearly a mockumentary, making fun of flurs. That is the exact position everyone should have. Flat Earth is something from the past, something obsolete, something silly. Especially if you still believe in this nonsense, with all the evidence going against it.
But I want to throw this out there, because it needs to be said. I'm tired of the sentence, flat earthers believe, and then ... whatever the fuck it is.
Well, what do you believe then, if you do not believe the flat earth, because all you have is belief? You don't have any evidence, you don't have any proof, you don't have any models, you don't have anything really.
Okay.
Spiffy, I think I have converted one flat earther. Well, not really, but hey, I'm an optimist.
These two words should never be put in a sentence, okay? So this needs to be, known.
What do you mean? Flat earth and belief? Well, I kinda agree with you, because you guys don't really believe in it. You're just pushing the narrative. However, I think we should replace them with silly, dipshittery, nonsensical, archaic, disproved, cult, and all of the above in combination with flat earth.
A true flat earther doesn't believe fucking anything, okay?
Well, thanks for proving my point there, buddy.
They don't, it's not about beliefs. It's actually the opposite. Flat earthers do not believe the fucking that we live on a spinning ball. That's it.
The fucking that we live on a spinning ball. What if I told you we live on a spinning ball? Fucking. I'm not even sorry for that one.
And the problem is that the fucking...
I don't think the fucking is the problem. Well, maybe because there are flat earthers who are fucking. What are we doing? I kinda lost track here. You were saying something about belief in flat earth, and now we're talking about something completely different.
The indoctrinated minds.
Oh yes, the indoctrinated minds of flat earthers is indeed the problem. But I'm sure you're not talking about that because you have no idea what you're talking about. It seems Dunning-Kruger is in full effect.
They just need to have some alternative to belief to replace that with. Well, if you don't believe it's that, then what do you believe? And that's the thing, is that you just can't get it through your thick fucking skulls, you fucking retards, that we don't believe... There's a whole bunch of question marks. Just because...
Oh, if I may, just because you do not understand the current models we have, doesn't mean they're wrong. All it means is you are ignorant, which can be solved through education, learning things. Something you flat earthers seem incapable of. Also, name-calling? Really?
We don't believe that we live on a globe, doesn't mean we have this accurate fucking map.
Huh, strange. We do, and don't start bringing in the azimuthal equal distance map, because that is based on the globe as well. So, well done? No, stop that. That's silly.
At least we can admit it, have the balls to admit.
The balls, you say? That was expected.
I don't know what to believe. I'll say it. I don't know what I believe. But I'll tell you what I don't believe. I don't believe we live on a ball hurling through space at insane speeds and just hurling through the infinite nothingness.
Well, good thing reality doesn't care what you believe. Reality is a bastard like that. But hey, you can believe all you... Wait a minute. You don't believe? Well, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? You don't believe you live on a pancake, but you do believe you are on a flat earth. What?
With a sun that's 93 million miles away, that's this ball of fucking... whatever this, I love how the thing's 93 million miles away, but they know what it's made out of. They fucking know what it's made out of. They're like, yeah, it's fusion fucking gas ball. Get the fuck out. Are you insane?
Ugh, yes, indeed we do know what the sun is made out of by observing its light properties. Now, the basic gist of it, we can observe the light coming from the sun through a prism, splitting it up in all the spiffy colors of the rainbow, right? Now, it turns out there are some dark bands where the light is somewhat less intense, meaning some of the light in those bands has been absorbed by the sun's own atmosphere. And if we examine those patterns, we can figure out what kind of atoms that must have been.
We have all been raised with insanity. We've been programmed to be insane.
What the fuck, where did that come from? Is this insane paranoia I keep hearing about? I mean, really, guy.
From day one, think about it. The globe all travels in circles, so does your fucking brain, man. Your brain is on a rat wheel. It's on a mouse wheel.
Well, did you just describe the entire flat earth community? I mean, all those people are basically parroting all the same things without actually looking into things. So, you know, you have been programmed from day one, you stepped into the rabbit hole? Is that what you're trying to say here? I know that's not what he's trying to say here, but there's projection going on. He could project so hard, he could burn a hole in the moon.
Okay? So, what I want to say is that any video, anybody that says flat earthers believe, it's complete bullshit.
You know, I'm getting really sick and tired of this constant flat earth evasion. We don't believe anything. We don't have to prove anything. You're making claims all the time. The main one being, the earth is flat. If we ask you to prove it, you're just gonna tap dance around like a dipshit. Also, I do believe the official term is horseshit.
It's complete fucking insanity.
Yes, believing in something as stupid as the flat earth is indeed insanity. And yes, I may be turning the words around on ya, but it is a perfect explanation of flat earthers. So there's that.
The whole point is that we don't, or I'm not even going to say we, because I don't like that we, but see, you know, when you say flat earthers, you think of like a bunch of people like kumbaya-ing about, yo, you know, we live on this thing that pushes up, and like, so you need to get it through your head. You can't use globe thinking.
Well, holy hell, you like to ramble, don't you? You have proven another point I always make. Each individual flat earther needs to be number one. Meaning you guys are always at each other's throat. You guys are not a community. You are a bunch of people who hate each other and everyone else who doesn't want to play your little game.
You can't use your whole process. The whole heliocentric way of thinking it's grounded in that thinking. You're thinking infinite space. You're thinking in these...
So, you really think I'm gonna let you get away with that? First of all, heliocentric model, that's an archaic model as well. Because heliocentric means the sun is at the center of everything, which it's not. We have graduated to the solar systems. Not to mention science doesn't go in with preconceived ideas. Presuppositionalism, that's flat earth.
You know, in these terms that were given to you since you were a kid, infinite space, galaxies, you have to take all that and throw it away for a second.
Why?
Because all that, you can't insert the Earth being flat into the heliocentric thinking, which is infinite space and all this.
Uh-huh. You've got to throw out the reality we live in and have proven through a multitude of experiments, so you can fit your square peg into the round hole. You know, maybe someone should have told this guy the flat Earth idea was disproved centuries ago. I don't know.
It's not like that. Okay, I'm not saying... I have my own speculations, I have my own ideas, I entertain them about what it is, you know, that we live on. Okay? But we know some basic fundamental things that completely destroy the globe.
Oh boy, I cannot wait for you to go down the list of the rhetoric of the flat earth.
There's just no curvature. The curvature doesn't exist. With a ball this big, but I'm not going to go through that, because this video is not about the proofs that we don't live on a globe.
Huh. Well, I didn't, well, what just happened? Normally they just go down the list. What happened? What? This is a pretty weird guy, isn't he? Dare I say, silly.
What it's about is that just because we don't believe what we've been spoon-fed since we were 2 doesn't mean that we have a concrete, alternate belief system.
Oh, but, except you do? I mean, if I were to ask any flat earther, what is the shape of the planet? They will always answer with, it's flat. So, you know, you're making a claim, you have to prove it. Or better yet, disprove the current models that actually work.
We don't have a belief system. Anybody that has a belief system is a fucking idiot.
Hi, you're not allowed to use that word. Also, have a look at these 2 videos I made. the dangers of the Flat Earth cult, the zealots, the charlatans and the victims. And of course my video called Exposing the Flat Earth cult for what it is. Just to see how Flat Earth is indeed a cult, not dissimilar to a religion. Also, since you called us an idiot, guess who's the real idiot?
Okay, a belief system means you have one programmed way of thinking. No. Flat Earthers, or a true Flat Earther, is perpetually open-minded and constantly evolving and constantly welcoming change to their way of thinking. Okay? And perceiving.
Well, that's an outright lie. A Flat Earther is so open-minded his brain fell out. That's basically the exact description of a Flat Earther. And don't give me that nonsense, you guys are open-minded and open to new ideas. You are so bloody close-minded you can't even see that the world is indeed a globe. Just to protect your fragile little egos. My god, this is one of the purest forms of Dunning-Kruger effect. It's really sad. Well, if he wasn't so antagonistic it would be sad.
No longer is it about beliefs. I don't know what the fucking sun is. I don't know how far away it is. I admit that I don't know.
Lovely, and instead of educating yourself on the actual science of it, you're just gonna dismiss it out of hand. Which is of course a tried and true way to expand your knowledge. Or not. Who knows?
And just because I don't know, doesn't mean that that shit we were fed when we were kids is real.
Well, there's two reasons to say I don't know. I don't know, and then you investigate, is one of those. But you're basically saying, I don't know, and I dismiss everything that I don't know anything about, without actually providing any form of rebuttal. Guess which one is more productive?
Just because this shit, constantly you're being bombarded by the media. Global this, global warming, every movie begins with a globe. If you can't fucking see how you're being programmed, you were already programmed. The rest, when you're an adult, is just maintenance. It's just like you get your little IV drip to remind you you're on a globe. Oh, global this, global that, global this. It's very subtle. They don't need to show you don't live on a globe. No, they don't need to do that. They already told you when you were 2.
Okay, Google. What does paranoia mean?
A mental condition characterized by delusions of persecution, unwarranted jealousy, or exaggerated self-importance, typically worked into an organized system. It may be an aspect of chronic personality disorder, of drug abuse, or of a serious condition such as schizophrenia in which the person loses touch with reality.
Thank you, Google.
You're welcome.
So, Mr. Hangnail Truth, do you need help? Well, I guess that answers the question. Oh shit! Everyone down! I think this is a hostage situation. Alright, calm down, mate. Calm down. Put down the globe. There's no need to get hostile with the globe.
They gave you this when you were little. They said, you fucking live on this.
You monster! How dare you spin the earth the wrong direction? You don't do that. That's uncalled for.
And you said, how come I don't fall off? And they said, 'cause gravity.
Yes, and I do believe you do not understand the gravity of the situation you're in right now. And contrary to popular belief, I do no points. But hey, that is something you called upon yourself.
And the rest is, as they say, history.
Yes, I know.
His story.
What? Is that some kind of new form of they or them?
So stop. Stop putting things in people's mouths.
Oh, come on! Phrasing!
Stop speaking. Flat Earther, a person that is a true Flat Earther. I don't even like the word Flat Earther. I fucking hate it because it puts us all in one thing.
So, what would you like to be called? I mean, you believe the Earth is flat, yet you don't believe the Earth is flat. I don't even know what the hell that means, but you don't want to be called a Flat Earther because you don't believe the Earth is flat, while you do believe the Earth is flat. What the fuck are you doing, mate?
But I'm gonna say people that question the current cosmology. Fuck the word Flat Earth. Look, Flat Earthers. There's nobody kumbayaing together. There's people that are intellectually having discussion.
No, you are not. You are intellectually dishonest, dismissing everything that goes against your lack of a model, but there is a claim of a flat earth, which you don't want to actually prove. I mean, because every time someone asks you to prove your claims you are clearly making, you gish gallop all over the place, trying to avoid your burden of proof. All I have come to notice is that flat earthers might be the best dancers on the planet. Breakdance of evasion and the tap dance of dishonesty. Those are one hell of a dance.
That have realized the evidence is there that we don't live on this. The rest is all speculation.
The evidence is there. Yes, the evidence is there for the globe. What the hell are you on about?
But just because we know and have figured out through science and evidence, not pseudoscience.
Well, now you're just throwing terms around, aren't you? Also, thanks for spinning the globe the correct way. And you know, I have come to notice something. Every time you do the talky bit, you are doing this. Why are you doing that? Are you maybe so angry? Because you come across as really angry. You have to spit and slurp all over the place? It's kind of weird. Could you stop doing that?
Not fucking macro science is not testable and repeatable.
Ah, there it is, the rhetoric of pure and utter nonsense. Everything we have figured out is testable and repeatable. That is why it is the current standing model. You silly! Dick flute! Haven't you read the text down there? Don't be a dick flute.
Okay? Through acute perception and ground-based science, through basic tests. I can't believe I gotta explain this to you.
Well, you're not actually explaining anything. You're basically babbling like a babbly boy. Maybe I could set you up on a date with babbly girl Orphan Red. Wait, hold up. What the hell am I doing here? We don't want to spread these flat earthers. Yeah, I deserve that.
We've realized that we don't live on this, because no one ever thought about it, but a handful of people sparked this, realized, wait a second.
Now, I have to say, you are starting to sound like a Poe. Mostly because it is clearly registered in the entire history of humanity that this was a model way back in time. But yeah, you are of the understanding that it is a internet fad of the last few years. No, it's not.
How can we never question that shit? All the way in 2018. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't mean... But you know what's crazier? Is you just accepting something without question because you were told it when you were little, because you think it's so fundamental.
Boy, you really are going down the talking points, aren't you? Pulling the indoctrination card, the I have no idea how the scientific method or science in general works, completely misrepresenting and actually turning around the flat earth, being some kind of movement questioning the current models, when in fact it itself was replaced by the globular model.
So, again, I'm going to repeat this one more time.
You also don't understand how a video works, right? Because contrary to popular belief, I don't like to repeat myself, and you don't have to repeat yourself.
Flat earthers, or I would choose to say people that question the current cosmology, don't have beliefs. We don't believe... I'm going to say we. I'll tell you, I am a person that questions current cosmology, and I don't have a belief. I don't know how... I don't make bold claims about domes and Antarctica and this and that. I don't make those claims. I won't. I'll speculate. We can have a whole nother hangout and talk about it, what it could be and shit. Because I'll tell you one thing, they know more than we do. They're not telling you. But if you want to go fucking riff-raff with CNN and Fox and talk about, you make, how flat earthers believe there's a Pac-Man sun and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop putting words in people's mouths.
Wow, that was a great finish to a stupid story that was made by a silly man. Hangnail Truth, what the hell, mate? You are either a Poe or a true flurf, as you like to call yourself. The true Scotsman fallacy, that's also what he did, didn't he? Also, he doesn't like to call himself a flurf. Rather, people who question the current cosmology. I don't know, mate, flurf is better for marketing. But yeah, your stupidity was so far off the chart, even Ragical and Rex here came to have a look. So, well done. And with that, you will be sentenced to be a jester in the Order of the Sillies. I hope you enjoy your stay. And all you lovelies, thanks for watching. You know how the tickling goes. I have a bell to tickle, I have a subscribe button to tickle, and a comment button to tickle. So if you have any suggestions, questions, or just random banter, go right ahead. It's all down there. As well as the spiffiest of the spiffiest, my Patreons are also in the description and, of course, on screen on the stone bar. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Going back in time to change history for a more stupid history.